So, there we are. We're sitting in the theater. I'm with my wife. We're getting ready to watch It Chapter 2, my most anticipated horror movie of the year. The previews start playing, things start heating up, and up pops Dr. Sleep, the final trailer, right as the motherfucking waiter dude decides to walk over and take our order. So I'm locked in, right? I mean, it is Dr. Goddamn Sleep, the motherfucking sequel to The Shining, years and years in the making. Meanwhile, fucking Willie, the goddamn waiter over here, is mumbling about shit that I don't even give a fuck about anymore, like whether or not I want sweet potato fries or regular fries with my goddamn delicious medium rare hamburger. Things start getting a little dicey right about the time that I start spewing jizz out of every orifice of my goddamn body. I mean, what are you gonna do? It's just a natural response to let loose when you're seeing something so goddamn beautiful happening on the motherfucking screen! Willie's over there taking it like a champ. I mean, I am spewing jizz left and right, left and right. This motherfucker's taking it in the face, in the eyebrow, in the goddamn ear! The whole thing comes to a motherfucking climax when we start talking about popcorn. He asks me what size, I say medium. He asks me salted, I say a little. He asked me, do I want it lathered in butter? I said, is that even a motherfucking question? All the while, jizz is flying everywhere, and this son of a bitch is so goddamn beautiful, doesn't even miss a beat. Popcorn. Would you like butter with that? It Chapter 2. And it's a sequel to this little indie horror movie that wasn't really a big deal. So here's the skinny. A bunch of jackassy white folk and one black dude return home to battle a super duper bad guy that haunts their past, blah blah blah. You seen it all before. All you fucking jackasses with your spoiler-free reviews. Listen here, you cocksuckers. I waited an entire week to post this review, so if you sons of bitches ain't seen It Chapter 2 yet, then you can fuck right the fuck off, you motherfucks. The good stuff. Production design. I think it's pretty fucking apparent after seeing the Joker trailer that Warner Brothers decided to pull the funding from DC Comics and shovel it into the Stephen King adaption branch. Jesus fucking Christ, was this movie gorgeous. I mean, every single shot was just like fucking spectacular. With the exception of the Conjuring films, this is by far the prettiest fucking horror movie to look at. I'm not even gonna mention Bill Hader, because at this stage in the game, what's the goddamn point? Just give the man his fucking Oscar already. Fucking Pennywise is great in this movie, and no one is talking about how fantastic Bill Skarsgård did. Every fucking scene, he's drooling his fucking pants off, man. The monsters, the blood, the gore. This movie is over the top with so many cool special effects. I definitely heard a lot of complaints about too much CGI, and I can definitely understand that, because a lot of the stuff that I would watch would be like, oh, well, that's not scary because clearly it's computer generated. But not enough people are talking about how many cool practical effects were in that movie, like how much blood and gore was in that movie, like multiple children just get their fucking faces bitten off and blood splatters all over the screen. Let's talk about the shit. I'm gonna tell you guys right now that almost all of my problems with this film can be boiled down to one single issue: pacing. Now, I'm a big fan of long movies. The problem with this film is not the length. You can have long movies that are still engaging, and it doesn't matter how long they are. The main issue with this film is not the length, it's the pacing. The beginning feels rushed right out the gate. We're introduced to our characters, but not really. It's like, oh, you know these characters already, so here they are 30 years later. Boom! Back in Derry. But this film rushed through the beginning just to get back to Derry, just to have what I would call It Chapter 1 greatest hits. We revisit Beverly's house. We revisit the Baron. Fucking revisit the sewer. Revisit Neibolt house. Revisit Pennywise's lair. Overall, I felt like the film was too concerned with getting back to familiar territory and just doing the adult version. And so many of my other issues with this film harken back to pacing and what you keep in a film and what you discard. Fucking Henry Bowers was useless in this movie. I mean, what the fuck did he do besides stab Eddie in the face? Nothing. Nothing at all. The Stephen King cameo was just like, cool, we're breaking the fourth wall so fucking hard right now. Shove it down my fucking throat, why don't ya? I really wasn't a fan of how they defeated Pennywise, this make him feel small business. If you just believe in yourself, you can do it! I wanted a real, tangible, like, Nah, man, you gotta do this. It says it here in the Bible. This is the only way to kill this son of a bitch. The Richie being in love with Eddie bit felt a little bit forced to me. I really like the idea of Richie being gay. I thought that was a nice twist. It was a nice thing that you could bring in. Richie being in love with Eddie, there was no groundwork laid for that. It was just at the very ending of the film, we're like, he's in love with him. He was always in love with him. But so much of this shit is all about managing our own expectations. I didn't have any expectations about this movie. I went in just wanting to see it and enjoy it, which I did. Perfect film? By no means. A good, fun watch that I think you should surely see? Absolutely. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jony Maresca with the Jony Horror Show, and until next time, you kids be good to each other, be half-decent human beings, and as always, go float yourselves. I didn't even watch It Chapter 2. After the Doctor Sleep trailer was over, I went home and jerked off to the goddamn Shining.